I really believe in equality of opportunity. If somebody has the potential to be able to go on to higher education, they should be able to make that informed choice. Increasingly, we are much more aware of the groups who are underrepresented within higher education. So it may be that you're from a low-income household or from areas where students are less likely to progress to higher education. But it can also be influenced by your gender or your ethnicity or even whether you're a mature learner. We also have a number of students who they are perhaps the most vulnerable at the university. They will have had quite difficult circumstances by which they've come to the university, and those circumstances don't change or aren't eliminated once they're here. So the provision of scholarships is hugely beneficial to them. That student really knows that somebody cares about the future generation of students at the University of Leeds. But we know that the challenges don't end there. Increasingly, the focus is on ensuring that students don't just get to university, but that they succeed whilst they're here. If you are from a family where people haven't been to university, those who are estranged from their parents and care leavers, that can be a real challenge in both developing that sense of belonging and that feeling that you fit in, as well as knowing how to develop your study skills and how to access support. And that's why we have our Plus programme. That supports around 1,000 students per year so that they can develop their own friendship groups, have access to specialist advice and support, but crucially it empowers them to support themselves and one another. It's incredibly successful in enabling students to find out about the range of opportunities that's available to them beyond their course. And they're the opportunities that really give students the edge in the employability market because they have undertaken work experience or they've had a mentoring relationship. It's all those things that really make the difference. The reasons behind the Opportunity Fund came about because there were some occasions where students wouldn't participate in it for a reason as simple as they couldn't afford the train fare to go or they couldn't afford the suit for the interview. It's that little bit of extra money that really helps that student to overcome that stumbling block and be able to participate in that co-curricular activity. We know from our data that if the students have participated in Access to Leeds and then they move on to the Plus programme, they are just as likely to achieve that first or 2-1 as their peers. So it's a real success story, particularly because for many of those students who come through the Access to Leeds scheme, they have received an offer which is usually 2 grades below the standard offer, so they are coming in on slightly lower entry requirements. Not only is it the largest contextual admission scheme in the country, but it's also a hugely successful programme of support once the students are actually here at the institution. It's rewarding to be able to see the impact you've had when you look at data, but even more rewarding when you meet those students and they talk about their journey, when they go on to that job that they really wanted. I feel really proud of the university's commitment to widening participation and the impact that they have on both individuals and communities. My teams really make a demonstrable difference to people's lives.